Hey, what's up? My name is William, editor for betterasianman.com, and you are now watching channelapa.com. betterasianman.com is actually three things. It's a podcast, a series of academic workshops, and private coaching for dudes who need help with dating. I started the website originally because I wanted to write a series of essays detailing in explicit detail about how much of a loser I was and what I did to overcome that and not be so much of a loser anymore. The essays that I have, they're under certain categories, like self-imposed mental barriers, like all the ways that I was limiting myself from meeting girls or even just doing anything in life. Clash of cultural values, like I detail explicitly all the ways that traditional Asian values completely screwed up my head because maybe it's just me, I wasn't using them correctly, and so like the traditional Asian values that I was taught were in complete conflict with what I was seeing in normal day-to-day American Western values. And I describe how that was also hindering my way of socializing and getting along with people, and what I did to fix that. I actually have no idea, but I can tell you what the biggest obstacle for me was. I can tell you what the biggest obstacle for me and for like 90% of my clients, right? So for me, the biggest obstacle was confidence, right? So like throughout my life, like up until the age of 30, before I met the Asian playboy and took his class, I would be told constantly, you need to be more confident, just be confident. Or, you need to be yourself, just be yourself. I didn't know how to do that. How do I be confident? How do I do that? What goes into that specifically? Being confident. So when I took JT's class, he explained that involves a whole series of things that you do with your face. Facial expressiveness, your eyes, your eyebrows, your smiling, your body language, how you hold your chest, the way that you walk, the way you stand, the way you're sitting, all of that stuff. In very specific details, exactly how to do this. And so that helped me out. Now for a lot of my clients, it's actually the same deal. They don't know what to do, how to be confident. And then there's like a whole spectrum of other issues, like, okay, so some guy would be like, I know how to hold myself and look like I'm confident, but then I get there and I don't know what to say. Or my nerves are getting the best of me, how do I keep track of that? Or I know how to get in the friend zone, but I don't know how to get with the girl, how do I get over that? So everybody is different. For me, the biggest thing was confidence. But Asian guys, I couldn't tell you, I had no idea. I believe that the absolute quickest way for a guy to overcome self-confidence problems, particularly with women, is to actually take an ABCs of Attraction boot camp. Because like people want to hear something more simple than that, right? But for me, I tried a million things, all different kinds of things, and I'm not like a social failure by any means before I took this class. You know, I did several years of community service work in a leadership position, and I was helping the community financially and bringing in tourism and dollars to the community, like causing a real financial impact, leading an entire team of volunteers to do that by producing shows in Chinatown. So that part, taken care of. My career, totally set. I was in the top 2% of the highest paid contractors in my division when I was working at Deutsche Bank. That was 3 years ago. And now I'm working at a different bank, doing just as well. Right? That part, not a problem. Friends, I had tons of female friends. Female friends. Alright? Great at getting in the friend zone. That part, not an issue. And also male friends. Interacting with people in that way, not a problem. Right? But when it came to women and just a one-on-one interaction, dude, I was useless. You know, I actually I don't really know anymore. See, I've been doing this academic workshop called Asian American Male Sexuality for about 4 years now. And I've been touring universities up and down the East Coast and cross country with just analyzing media stereotypes, their effect on the person, on the relationships, men who see them, women who see them, etc. And when I first started doing those workshops, the tone and the reaction was anger. If you could sum it all up, guys were angry. The mainstream media does this, they have these images, and all this stuff is affecting our lives. Very, very angry reaction, right? Over the years, it's been changing, and I just went to Ikasu at UPenn, and I can tell you that the reaction was very different, very, very different. There was a small minority of people who still had that same anger about what was going on. What's going on in the media, what's going on in movies. Very small minority. The rest of the guys, I actually can't prove this, but I believe that they're not really angry anymore because there's so much material on the internet that's downloadable that explains to you what you need to do in order to meet girls. All the pickup materials is free, it's out there. Guys know what they need to do, they just need to go ahead and do it. So there's no reason to be angry anymore. And like, I don't blame those guys 4 years ago for being angry. It wasn't their fault. They just didn't know what to do. But now, guys do know what to do. So it actually is their fault, right? So, you know, what is the biggest issue? It's just oneself, right? But a few years ago, it was mainstream media is doing this or that. That was the biggest thing, you know, and anger, of course. But that's not a problem anymore, as far as I can see. The best thing a guy can do to meet girls is to just be confident and just be yourself. So if you don't know how to just be confident and you don't like the way that you yourself are now, you got no choice, man. You got to take a boot camp. So anyway, so my website, www.betterasianman.com.